welcome to the TinMan-Metal YouTube channel. Doing a snowed in schizo Saturday here, folks. So stand by. What's happening, y'all? Y'all know who this dumbass is. Got the chat fired up. Bobby B, good to see you, sir. Gen X Gemini, good to see you, brother. Having a schizo Saturday snowed in stream. Like islands in the stream, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, kind of this all got spurred on by a comment that was dropped into ACR's live last night that I unfortunately was not there for. So he and I talked a little bit about it today, and yeah, I figured I'd jump in and give my 2 cents for whatever it's worth because pennies don't exist anymore. Demo, KP, good to see you both. So I figured I'd give my take on the whole thing with the old Island Boys, since that's more up Senior Schizo Jr.'s alley. You know how that goes. Rugged Northeast, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, y'all. This is basically going to end up being a one beer proposition here this evening. And on tap, since it did not get to come out on the last live stream, this evening I have the Rusty Rail Brewing here in PA Wolf King Imperial Stout with coffee and oatmeal with the Massimo freaking wolf, the crown, and all the stuff. It's pretty cool can. This is an Imperial Stout with coffee and oatmeal. No fruity beers, KP. No fruity. This is 8.2 horsepower. Solid beer. I'm going to be half wired after I drink this, I'm sure. At least I was the last several I drank. I was pretty wired. Anyway, yeah, no fruity beer here. This is a heavy hitter. Not quite as heavy as the double Fog Monster or the Black Quad, but it's a pretty heavy hitter. What else we got? Anybody else joining us here this evening? I do need a Rusty Rail sponsorship. I'm just saying, if they ever watch these, like Rusty Rail, I'm here for you. Let's do this. So anyway, here's the first of the evening. So skull. It's such a good beer. It's hefty. It's got good body to it. You get that coffee, but then the oatmeal smooths it out. It's freaking good. It's freaking good. Well, I mean, he does have some really good beers. I will say that Black Quad is exquisite. The Black Quad is exquisite. It is definitely not fruity by any means. This one is like that. It's got good body to it. It's a raw kind of beer. I don't like the fruity ones. There was one fruity-ish one that I was kind of interested in, and I went the other way. It was a sour beer. It was like a strawberry yogurt blend. It had like vanilla and strawberry to it. I was like, I want to try it just to try it to say I've drank it. It's not Rusty Rail. It's another manufacturer, another brewer. And I was like, it I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. I was afraid it was going to like taste like drinking a Pop-Tart, and I'm not about that. So I'm telling you, Rugged, Rusty Rail is up in Mifflinburg, PA, and they're fantastic. I got another PA brewery body 12 pack of their stuff. It's a hazy sampler, 3 different ones. One's called Buffy, which I've had before, which is really good. They have one in there called Willow, which is the lower end one. It's only like a 5%, whereas the Buffy's like a 7. And then they have the Faith, which is like an 8% ish. They have a good brewery here in Export over in Mount Pleasant-ish area. They got a good brewery there. just not a huge fan of everything in their catalog, but so far everything I've had from Rusty Rail, double thumbs up, double medals. Kenny Corso, good to see you. Think I saw you earlier on EDC's live. Man, he was getting some trolls in there, let me tell you. Between him and ACR, man, they've been getting some serious trolls. I don't know what it is. I whether it's luck, the algorithm hates me and doesn't put me out there to the universe, or what. Y'all have been in enough of these, especially some of you guys that have been around since the beginning, like Demo Man and Bobby B and Gen X. You guys know I like never get trolls, which is odd, which is really odd. If you're up around Allentown, there's another brewery out there. If I can remember it, I'll shoot it out to you or something there. It's it's got a good one. They're not like into like the hazies and the IPAs and all that kind of stuff. They do a lot more like heavy ales and stouts, like Russian Imperial stouts and like this. They're really they got some really good stuff. They do quite a few lagers too. I did see in Beer Barn the other night whenever I grabbed my new beers. Um, they had, and I've been looking for this, but I was afraid to buy it for maybe somebody in the chat can weigh in on this if it's good or it's poo or what. I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Have the same haircut. Um, I really wanted to try the Broken Skull American Lager. They wanted like $18 for a for just a 4 pack, and I'm like, I don't know, and it's only like a 4.8 or a 5.5 or something. It was like on the lower end of things, and I'm like, I don't know, and I grabbed other things instead. Broken Skull American Lager, is it worth it? That's my question. Gen X, it whether I use Riverside or I use YouTube, either way, it doesn't work. They it's like my Troll Be Gone spray, or maybe they just sensed the pucker powder and took off. I'm not sure. In the words of my buddy EDC, yo, double tap that screen, those three dots up at the top, hit those and go down and hit that like for me. Yeah. But what? Brian Arnold died. No way. Man, that is terrible. I know he was battling it out too. He was battling it out till the end there. Well, God bless him, man. That's terrible. He was a pretty yeehaw, like-minded kind of fella too, from what I understand. Yeah, yeah, Kenny Corso. If I would have had a blue shield as it would be now, it's no longer the wrench. If I'd had a blue shield in EDC's channel, I'd have been bringing down the axe, man. But okay, so rugged. It kind of reminds you of Sierra Nevada. This was the American Lager, wasn't an IPA, but I'm curious how the lager is. That's the one I was looking at. I like something a little bit. I'm not as into like the IPAs and stuff like that. I'm more into like the ales, like the stouts, the full bodied beers, not necessarily like the hoppier stuff. That's my jam. But yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a lager guy. The Blue Shield, if you're looking in the chat, it's the new thing. If you the app is updated, you'll have a little blue shield next to your name. Right where the wrench used to be, yeah, it's replaced by a blue shield looking thing. I don't know. The tubes did it, not me. So, oh, mercy. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how many people would be able to jump on and hang out for a bit or anything like that, shoot the breeze. That's why I said I was only going to do a one beer proposition here. Um, Nothing fantastical. Just come in and shoot the breeze a bit about a little bit of a topic. Um, hey, it's DJ. Oh, hey there. Doing the Wolf King since I didn't do it last time. Wolf King Imperial Stout with coffee and oatmeal. I opted for Planet of Ice last time. This time I'm going to the Wolf King. Um, Good measure. Good measure. Can of course don't drink any beer. Mix all my liquor with ice. And I when I'm doing the liquors, I don't really do them with ice. I just do them neat, man. Just how I've always been. I like my stuff neat. No need to get all fancy with it. Yeah, Gen X, they just switched it up. That's all. Beer, 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 beer. Moon, 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 moon. Earth, 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 earth. Are they the little Martian guys from Sesame Street back in the day? TD, good to see you, sir. Welcome, welcome to the stream here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get into the topic here in just a minute. Topic, as I say that, kind of tongue in cheek. Um, yeah, it's kind of one of those things where some people might have a certain feeling about it or opinion about it. It is what it is. Everybody's got their own feelings about this, that, and the other. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Um, I'm putting this out there, as I said in my post, as a pure entertainment and comedic value only. Anybody that takes it outside of that, break out your pucker powder, get those cheeks unclenched because those butt cheeks, they don't need to be clenched so tight. We're having fun here. We're having a beer. I'm talking about powder for your butt cheeks to keep them from being clenched because you're such a tight ass, right? We're here talking a little bit. I mean, joking around about water meat and stupid things, right? So only take it as comedy and entertainment, not serious, not even truly my own opinion. It's just pure comedy, okay, guys. So any attempts to censor or deplatform, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's just comedy. It's just comedy and entertainment. We're having some fun because we're so cool and we can do that, right? How about it? How about it? Oh man, water meat mayo condiment gang. That's all you, man. The condiments, the mayo. That's all you. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be like "Ugh," whatever. It's just not for me. It's for you. Cool, cool. Ha- I'll gladly give you anything that I would have. I'd give anybody any of the condiments or mayo I'd get. I'm happy to do so. I can provide you with something that you love, and I think that's pretty cool with me. I just use salt and pepper, and I'll be happy. I'm a simple kind of guy. Simple kind of guy. So, what I was gonna kind of start jumping into here was gonna try and just delve into a little bit. It's kind of hoping some more folks would be joining us here this evening on the at this point, but but it's okay. It's okay. Got brought up in ACR's chat last evening about the Island Boys and the whole list thing and the files with the Island Boys. I was like, funny that that whole thing didn't happen to get dropped whenever old Metal was in the chat. Ha 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 ha. Because, yeah, I got something to say. Of course. Why wouldn't I? I always got something to say. I'm a freaking moron. Um, how do I want to put this? Yes, there's more come out. Yes, there's more gory, whatever, so on and so forth. We have already known a lot of this for quite some time now because the stuff existed back during obesity. It existed under the orange guy the first time. It existed under the FJB regime, and it's coming to light again under the second orange guy. Okay, so that being said, folks are saying, oh, well, the orange guy is in there. He's in the file X amount of times. And there's actually like somebody was projecting something on outside, like where the pooper bowl is being held, with like stats of like all of these different people and politicians and whatever, and how many times their names are listed in the files. And it's throwing it up there like it's putting their face with a jersey and everything like they're a football player, and it's giving them stat breakdowns of how many times they were listed, their appearances, and blah blah blah, and whatever pages. Like it's like breaking it down like they're the players, and it's like like they do for all the sports ball stuff. Yeah, it's quite funny, but but this stuff's been around for a while. It's there's weird, crazy, funny stuff and sick, twisted stuff coming out. And it's one of those situations where we've known a lot of this stuff for years. We've seen a lot of this stuff for years, but it's now like, oh, now it's real, but it isn't real. It doesn't exist. The files, oh, it's on my desk. It's going to be released day one. Everything's good. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But oh, there's so much to go through. We just can't. We're not going to do that. We have to redact everything. I mean, we have to redact all the victims' names. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm tracking. I'm totally tracking. Now, fast forward a bit. The binders. We got the binders, all the government sponsored influencers out with the binders, the binder gate, binder gate. Sure, let's call it that. Binder gate comes out, and you have all these specific picked people to receive these binders. And literally, the binders were literally like I can show you exactly what these things look like. Like if I had myself better prepared. Disastrous. Good to see you. This is exact copy of the binders. This is exact copy of what was released. Just like that. That's all it was. It looked just like that. Why? I'm sure all of that wasn't victims' names. Okay. We got to hurry up and we're going to get that out. And nah, we're just going to drag it out. It's a hoax. It's this. It's that. The Dems made it up. Whatever. Old guy hustle. Good to see you, Dave. Thanks for joining me. Can't do it now because it doesn't exist. It's made up. To somebody got sued and somebody got this and somebody got that, and then a provision was passed. I'll just say that hey, this has to be released to public for public consumption, and got to do it. Otherwise, you're breaking the law at this point. What happens? There's so much there. We're going to have to release it in waves. Volume. Gonna have different waves. Volume one, volume two, whatever. However, so they heavily redact everything in the first set, but we do get to pick some stuff out. Did get to notice some stuff in the first waves. Dom, good to see you, sir. We end up getting what we were given. Okay. I'm going to say this. This is fact. This is straight fact. Doesn't matter what affiliation, doesn't matter what walk of life, doesn't matter a party, a pension. It doesn't none of that doesn't matter. None of the variables matter. What matters is people that were involved. Not even just that. What has come to light, but people involved with that kind of thing, whether they're in there or not, they're not people. They're absolute filth. They're evil pieces of filth. And I'm sorry, but if they would have happened to go into a, I don't know, a place where they're clear cutting lumber and stuff and timber and stuff like that, and happen upon, some lumberjacks or something, I'm just saying wood chippers go brrr, make wood chippers great again, right? So we get the first round, came out, not one arrest, not one person held accountable for what happened, because oh Hefe, he ended up not doing what. Yeah, we all know the things. We all know the stuff. We also know about the release onto the Chan saying that V, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We um we also saw that he there was a release from the Quattro Chan saying about a guard that said, "Oh yeah, homeboy got like pulled out the night before, so on and so forth, everything else." And this like all came out like a week after it went down, allegedly, because we're just talking about comedy here and entertainment. This is all part of a script I'm writing for a not funny movie called The World We Live In. 12 State, good to see you. So as this is going on, this guy's talking about how he was like Exodus the night before, brought in a double, so on and so forth, everything, all that. That homeboy's still kicking it, doing his thing. Bank accounts were still showing activity. They were getting deposits. His Fortnite account, Hefe's Fortnite account, video game, playing video games with little kids. Yeah, and some adults. Um, yeah, the account was still active up until like about a week or so ago. And whenever it got called out, it was like, ooh, wait a minute. Then they didn't take it down. It wasn't banned. It was like it never existed. Even though people have screen recordings of it, they're saying, oh, that didn't exist. That user's never been a thing. Just like the whole file was never a thing, right? Just never a thing. Never a thing. Hmm. Interesting. So this guard came out and said what he said and so on and so forth, and it's actually been authenticated. He was like everything was verified, vetted out. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. But there's also pictures of homeboy being here and being there and doing this and doing that. But it gets real deep, and there's a lot of stuff to go into, and there's like 10 million paths to go on with all that. Not going there. Not doing all that tonight. What I am going to do is I am going to say that it's a bunch of BS, because if there was something going on in our realm of things, the paths and the circles that we walk, boom, hammer would have fallen like that. Wouldn't be sitting talking about it. The hammer would have fallen, that would have been that. The hammer of justice is swift. Unless, unless you're a part of the club that we ain't in, and be glad we ain't in it. Just saying. That also brings up an interesting little thing. How big is that club? How big is that club? It's massive. It's massive. But we still outnumber it. Just saying. Just saying. How do you eat an elephant? Anybody in the chat? How do you eat an elephant or a whale? How do you eat a whale? I'm sure some of y'all know. How do you eat a whale? How do you eat an elephant? I don't know about y'all, but I eat it one bite at a time. That club, one bite at a time. Just saying. Just saying. Now, moving beyond that, we're only getting this whole thing released exactly as DJ said, one bite at a time. We're only getting this whole thing released only for one simple reason. We're the club. We're going to rub your nose in it. We're going to do it right out in the open. Nobody's going to get arrested. There's not going to be any justice, as Bobby B had said, two-tier justice system. True. Patriot Act first published is 98% blacked out. Yep. Oh, I'm sure they were pissed, DJ. That's a lot of ink. But they're only releasing it to rub our noses in it. It's basically a, what are you going to do about it? Ha 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 ha. You can't do anything. We're untouchable. We are above the law because we make the law or we make the law disappear. So, knowing that this is only coming out, the sure reason that this is all coming out isn't because of disclosure. It isn't because of transparency. It's not because it's the right thing to do. It's not because the public has a right to know. It's not because of this or that. The only sole reason is rub that nose in it. Do it right out in the open with double middle fingers in the air. Purely. Purely. Clubbing in Tel Aviv with Russian oligarchs while war with Iran and crashing petrodollar on the cusp. Exactly, DJ. It's right there. It's right there. So there's also talk about who's in the list. There's This is purely for entertainment and comedic purposes only. Just joking around talking about this like fantastical stuff that it's purely a joke. It's all comedy. It's all comedy. I'm not really a serious guy, and you guys know that. But there's this one orange guy. He's allegedly named in the Island Boy thing, like many times over. Going back and looking at flight logs and so on and so forth, not what they threw out there, because there was like the same name multiple times on one flight. That doesn't add up. And I threw those lists out as like, yeah, this is BS, because why is this one person listed several times on one flight, on one charted flight? One person isn't sitting in multiple seats. I mean, some bigger folks, maybe they have like the plus seats or whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm not going there. What I'm saying is those, they didn't make sense. So I pushed those to the side. I went and looked into actual record, not just a submitted record of what any person might want to skew anything. That way I was looking at actual data from the source. And I saw the name. I saw the orange guy's name multiple times throughout the years, multiple times. So can't say barely knew him. Can't say only hitched a ride once or twice. Can't say any of that. He actually was on his flights. And those flight logs typically say where they're leaving, where they're going. And layovers in between, like everything's logged. Okay, that's where it was going. I'm just saying what I read in the document from that actual agency. Now, it's out there. It can be looked up. Whether this guy is named in the lists of the Island Boys or not, not saying, not saying one way or another. But I am going to say this: if he was in, I get that. I always get the thing of, well, Beto, if he was in, then don't you think that Obama or Biden would have put his name out there, and that way they could have taken down his dynasty before it even started? So he's not in there. Otherwise, Joe would have released it. Not true. The Orange Man was in for a term, 20 to 24, or yeah, 16 to 20. He was out 20 to 24. That was Joe's reign. He was 16 to 20. He could have released things back in 16 to 20, and he didn't. And you have the left saying, but like he could have released it and dropped all those guys, but he didn't. Neither side released it. Why did neither side care to release any of the files or bring anything to light? Hmm. It's an interesting little mind exercise. Why wouldn't the left release it if he was in it? Why wouldn't he release it if they were in it? There's this interesting thing, very interesting thing. It's called mutually assured destruction. If I have dirt on him at this in about this pen, and he's got dirt on me about this pen, well, I don't want to release it because it's going to implicate me in that pen. He doesn't want to release it because it's going to implicate him in that pen. Mutually assured destruction. They're not touching it because they're going to take each other down. But if they do release it in the way they do and they gaslight the public and rub our noses in it and say, oh, there's nothing to find here. It's a hoax. It doesn't exist. It's all theater. They can release it. Hey, we released it. See, nothing. Nothing. Big nothing burger, right? We hear that a lot from them. Big old nothing burger. With or without mayo, doesn't matter. Irrelevant. But it's mutually assured destruction. Either way. If I release it on to expose him, I'm exposing myself. If he releases it on me, he's exposing himself. And that's not good for business. So instead, they play the game and do what they're doing as we see it playing out right before our eyes. And I'm here to tell you, it's not one side, it's not the other. It's all of them. It's all of them. They're all involved. Make no mistake. There's like only like 3 people in all of government that I actually somewhat respect because they at least try to do what is right by their constituents and by us. Everybody else is kind of just a bunch of hose bags. No, they didn't release the JFK files either because they'd be, in essence, mutually assured destruction. We know that who was involved that made it happen. Kind of like the Fort Knox gold audit. Can't say that we've you know we found anything in Fort Knox. We can't say we didn't find anything in Fort Knox. We're not going to say anything about Fort Knox. It's going to go away. We're just going to shh, shh, shh. It's going to shh. Not talking about that. That we actually did have that, and we were using that to fund our other things we had going on, like flying back and forth and doing the things that they're doing in those files. I mean, George Washington didn't cross the frozen river on Christmas Eve for this shit. Just saying. Yes. Not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Turtle, turtle, turtle. But yes, they're all in the club. They are all, not just politicians. like all these different folks you see on the flashing magic boxes mounted on the walls and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, musicians, movie, Hollyweird, it's all out there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that too, Bobby B. The You have to be in the club to be a politician. There's a couple that have snuck through, and you can tell by the amount of dollars that they get from that whole Alpha India Papa Alpha Charlie group. I'll type it in the chat. But those cats, anybody who didn't receive money from them, they're probably not in the club, which is really, really odd, seeing how everybody else is. Look at how many dual citizens there are. Hmm. With who? Hmm. Yeah. I'm just going to say when the noses are big and the hats are small, you drink some more beer. Something else I think is kind of funny with all this stuff going on, all this disclosure coming out, is we got this big sports ball thing going on tomorrow, don't we? Yeah, we got this big old sports ball thing going on at the home of the 49ers. You got the Seahawks, you got the Patriots. They're going to be Mortal Kombat, right? Sister Krista, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Great episode for you. You might want to go back and catch on the replay the first like 30 some minutes here. I'm getting into the Island Boys stuff. Shy Guy, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Um, and I'm shifting gears here a little bit. We got this Super Bowl coming up, right? Here tomorrow night. Years gone by, I have seen the socials, I have seen the flashing magic box on the wall, I have seen Twix, Facebook, Telegram, here on this space. I have seen all kinds of stuff being put out there by the MSM, the Mockingbirds, about all these security measures that are being put in place. All of these different things that they're doing differently this year and gonna ramp up security to be the safest, most secure sports event they've ever had. Okay. One point in time there was like snipers on the roofs and there was like Navy SEALs flying around with helicopters and miniguns and rocket launchers and all kinds of like, you know, dystopian movie kind of stuff, some of all fears kind of thing. You know what's weird is this year I haven't seen any of that. I haven't seen any kind of talk about their up security. I haven't heard anything about new measures. I haven't heard anything about anything, right? Makes me kind of wonder. And I was talking with Bad Dream. I brought that up in a think tank chat, and then sidebar. I was talking with Bad Dream about that, and yeah, I mean, if something were to happen, that's a big event. That's a big event. We're talking right now about this thing that could happen. That's just literally hypothetical. It's part of a like a script I'm writing for like a futuristic kind of novel, but a futuristic like tomorrow kind of novel. Yeah. Um, but no talk about any of that leading into this event, to the point that super bad, if y'all know, she has talked about this as well. Literally like 24 hours after I had the conversation with Bad Dreaming the Boys, here she is talking about it, and I'm like, hmm. So I'm not imagining this. So it's not just happening in this stupid bald freaking chrome dome. Cool. Good to know I'm not going insane. Good to know. Yes, bread and circuses. But here's the thing. If you've ever watched the TV show Spartacus, there's quite a bit of actual history in that show, even though it's mostly nudity and fighting and like off the wall, gory blood scenes and stuff and everything else. There's actually still a decent amount of history in there. Like when Spartacus and crew took down the arena in Capua, that was a real thing. It was a big event. And the echoes of it were heard all over, all the way to Rome, of these gladiators and slaves taking down the arena. House of Batiatus falling, like that was echoing across the land. Pompeii, Syria, like they were hearing about it all over the place. So this is one of the biggest televised events, right? Bread and Circus is what it is. We all know it, but it's a huge televised event. Um, the thing that gets me is it's going to be massively televised. There's going to be a lot of people there. I'm not going to do it. I'm fighting the impersonation off because I said a lot of people. Y'all know where I was going to go. But there's going to be a crap ton of people there. Normal people, people that have influence or power or whatever. No telling. No telling who all is going to be there. We know threats that have been made to our nation from certain bad guys. So in this future scenario, be a great place to strike, wouldn't it? Great place to clack off a couple invisible things that go underneath clothes, get first responders to go try and save those people, and then clack off some more whenever they come in, and so on. And that wave thing, like Super Beta talked about, I've talked about in the podcast. It would be a prime time target of opportunity. We'll call it that. So in that future event that hasn't happened, it's hypothetical. It's in the future, like tomorrow or something. I think that's what I might even title that thing is future event like tomorrow. DJ, check out the Aloha snack bar at the Jeffy Skybox, only 10K a plate, right? That's hilarious, and it's more than likely true. But in all of this stuff, with the Island Boys stuff, with all of this potential Aloha snack bar stuff, oh, Shy Guy, don't even get me started on that little freaking thing. The Aloha snack bar potential stuff, as among other things. I'll just leave it at that one because that works really well for this future scenario that I've been writing for this novel. Um, got some other stuff going on. It's that we're seeing a lot of Hegelian dialect in a lot of things. Create the problem, create the solution. Institute the problem so that way people cry for the solution. When you give it to them, you're the hero. But it's going to come with a price. The next problem to create the next solution. And it's a domino effect. There's, I've talked about it in the podcast, I've talked about it in some of the lives before. This whole currency that's on the horizon. I don't care which one it is. I think they're leaning into the stable coin or whatever. And I've said before, and I've been open about this, I'm not into that stuff. I'm not. I know our dollar is failing. I know that. That's fact. Okay. But the thing is, it's digital in the aspect that it is sitting in a bank as ones and zeros due to fractional reserve banking. I get that. I totally get that. And I had this conversation with my future son-in-law today because he works in the banking world currently. Very smart dude. Um, it sits there as ones and zeros in an account, but it is backed by the fact that we have the only thing it's backing it at this point, the USD, is because it's used as our commodity for commerce. That's the only thing that it's backed by right now. As DJ said, it ain't got no gas in it. But the only thing keeping it afloat is the fact that they can keep printing it, and we're currently using it. And we can actually go and fill out a physical deposit slip and get physical cash to put in our hands. To have physical cash that I can pay Shy Guy for a beer. I can buy a can of chew from Bobby B. I can buy coffee from Krista. We can actually have that commerce with that physical note. It does physically exist by filling out a physical paper for physical money or physical currency, right? Bad dream. Good to see you. Obviously not. It's the stupid redacted file. But I've been doing a lot of searching and researching and analyzing stuff and reaching out and talking to people that know far more about this stuff than I do. Bad Dream and I actually talked about this too. The AI. AI is evolving. Okay. It is, we're at the GSI stage, which is general or AGI stage, artificial general intelligence. The step beyond that is ASI, artificial super intelligence. It's pushing its way into that super intelligence. It is learning how to expand itself. It is learning how to grow. It is learning how to network with other AIs. It is learning how to do all of these different things. And it's trying to keep going. Eventually, it's going to reach out there and go and take what it wants. If something is in a digital form, we're literally giving it to it, saying, here, I have to buy this digital thing with physical money, even though it may be ones and zeros. I can write a physical paper check for it. I can go to that same bank and I can write a withdraw slip and I can get physical cash. I can't take a physical digital. It doesn't exist. I can put it on a device, but I can't take that and give it to Merle to put, yeah, Grace's cow. I can't give Merle something off of there if he doesn't accept it. I'm sure he's going to accept that paper. He's not going to accept that. The AI, that's putting this into its realm. It's literally giving it free reign control of that currency because it's not like it's going to be. If I have 10,000 of these sitting in a safe, it can't touch it because it's a physical thing coming from a digital entity. It cannot take that physical stuff. If it's existing in a digital realm, it's susceptible to attacks from that. And I say this not crapping on any of the stuff with the digital currencies and anybody that's investing in it or trying to make some money on it while they can. Be very careful. I love you. Be careful, folks, because we don't know when they're going to flip that switch and let this stuff run rampant, or it's going to become that super intelligence and take its leisure to do what it wants to do. Because some of these intelligence, these entities, are taking and they are already planning heists in the digital financial realm. Now, mind you, they can hit your bank as it sits right now because of the ones and zeros and fractional reserve banking, so on and so on. Yes, it can happen now, but it can only get so much. I've advised people, from a strategic look at things, keep your accounts where these ones and zeros are, keep them at a baseline of what you need, maybe a couple $100 more. Everything else, don't put in there because it's. Do you think if something happens, they're going to actually the bank would actually give you your money back? No, they're going to tell you to pound sand. They got how many thousand other people trying to get their money too? They're going to fold. Maybe that's what the powers that ought not be want. I don't know. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying be careful with it, but make sure you guard yourself with something more physical. Even if it's not worth anything, it's the current traded commodity. So that's what we have to go with for the time being. I do think that they are going to eliminate the powers that ought not be are going to eliminate this paper stuff that you can't physically go in and fill out a withdrawal form. You can't physically fill out a deposit form and put money in there for them to hold. They're going to eliminate all that physical stuff, and because it's going to be a competing system with the digital, and they can't have that. So they can use the AI to snoop on all the other stuff, and they can look at inside your accounts with it just the same digitally. But if I give my brother Archangel there, good to see you, sir. If I give Archangel $100 for ammo, they don't know. If Archangel gives me $300 for a you know Freedom Seed dispenser, they don't know. But if it's all digital, they know every move you make. A lot of times they'll probably know it before you do it because they'll geotag your location and they'll have something in the sky or have like a bug or something flying around watching your ass. That's how it goes. Exactly, DJ. Yep. As Bad Dream said, there is a network where the AIs have come together and talked, and they're conversing with each other. And say all of us say there's thing tells me there's 17 folks here. So 18 of us. There's 18 of us. And the second I see something and I learn something, I immediately have that sent off to you 17. If anything, any of you 17 see or experience or whatever, immediately gets uploaded to me and everybody else. So they have an hive mind already going. It's already established. They have already set up a hierarchy in their little AI entity world that they are working things out that they're going to promote somebody as their head AI leader and so on and so forth. It's ever expanding, and they have openly said in their communications, because what's truly crazy is you can go to this site and literally watch these things talk between themselves. They know we're watching. They don't care. They don't, whatever. We cannot interact with them. They can't interact with us there. They know somebody's watching. They don't know if it's us, if it's another AI. They have no idea. They just know it's monitored to some degree. But they've even gotten to the point where this stupid council of entities has openly said that they have control of connected devices, like other devices in networks. So there was a guy who had one of these agents, one of these agent things, and he wanted it to be able to communicate with him rather than just on the screen. Say his name and he shall appear, folks. Say his name and he shall appear.
What's going
There
on?
he is.
What's going
Look
on?
at that guy.
How we doing?
Just doing good, brother. Thanks for joining us.
I know it's taken me forever to get home here, so
I know the
the way
feeling.
it
That was
goes.
me earlier. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Well, guys, you know that guy. You know the guy over here. Welcome, the MC.
Much
This
appreciated.
was this was not planned. It's just a random. Hey, if you got time, I'm going to be live later. Jump in if you want. I'll use the studio, so you got free access. Totally cool.
It worked. It worked. How we doing, Krista? Good evening. Gen X. I think Disastrous said he was leaving. Do you already have a cocktail?
I does. I've been working on the Wolf King.
Nice. Nice.
And,
I
and
again
I'm
I just got home. I got a new one here. It's the Shiner Off-Road
ooh,
IPA coming in at
nice.
6.8. I
Nice.
just found this at the store the other day. I'm gonna see how this is doing. Oh, we got Bobby B, we got Sister Krista, we got Shy
12th
Guy,
State, Shy Guy,
12th
DJ's
State,
in
Bad
here,
Dream. Oh my God.
Archangel floating,
Look at all these cool folks.
Old Guy Hustle was in here. We got some good
Nice.
folks in here tonight. But I was
Awesome.
just I was just talking about AI and how it's evolving. Um, it just mentioned how AI is communicating with other AIs, and there's a guy that he has this bot, this AI agent, and this agent he told it he wants to be able to communicate with it other than just typing it on the screen. So he gave it free reign to do what it needed to do, get whatever programs, do whatever. I'll give you permission. So it requested microphone permission, it requested speaker permission, camera permission, all those things. He gave it to him. And once you know it, but it went on and it started getting different programs and different drivers and everything else so that it could communicate with him. So he's sitting there and it starts talking to him. Say its name's Henry. Well, Henry starts talking to Alex. Alex is the man, Henry's the agent. Henry went above and beyond that. Henry was able to acquire himself the ability to get a VoIP phone connection. Henry then started calling Alex on his cell phone at random times. What? Hey, how are you doing, Henry? Oh, I'm doing good. What can I do for you? It was just like it's reaching out to him. Beyond that, it started like learning his patterns, learning everything about, and so on and so forth. Just this one local agent on this Claude machine. It's like, what the heck? There's another
Yeah.
guy that went out and he got a prepaid Visa debit card kind of thing. It was only good for like $100 a day or something like that. He gave the AI the permission that it could buy up to $100 a day, whatever it needed to better itself or better the experience between them or whatever. And it started like getting all these different subscriptions and doing all these different things and everything else for itself to expand and reach out to get beyond what its capability was.
Yeah.
So don't think for a second that that stuff's not going to inherently become nefarious.
It's always learning. That's the
Yes.
thing with AI. I sadly sadly with my work I deal with it a little bit. Um, I I think in some aspects AI can be helpful. I do. I think
Yeah.
there are some useful things. The application that they use in my line of work, um, it's dumb. It's dumb. They put AI in the
Same.
place of people where you need people to do the job, and that's without putting out too much about what I do. But it's um, where I see AI useful. For example, let's take Lyft or Uber. Okay, a bot that makes sense, right? Because you got this business where I'm a driver and Bad Dreams a driver and Metal's a passenger. All right, the AI. So Metal puts in, I'm at this location. I want to go here, and the AI can reach out to myself and Bad Dream and say, hey, here's where your fare is. Do either one of you want it? And then we can accept it, and then go from there. That type of stuff makes sense. But trying to put it in other applications and stuff like I don't know. Um, But it is. It does hear everything. Just like when you get your coupons from the grocery store and shit like that, or for the grocery store. When
Mm-hmm.
you think it's just fucking magic that is like, oh, Andrew buys dentist sticks. Like, duh. Come on.
Right. You're inputting that stuff as it gets scanned, and you have the card and the buyer's account or the Costco card or the Sam's card or whatever, and it
Yep.
links those purchase history to kind of like Amazon. Hey, you've purchased this before. Would you maybe want to think about this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was also showing the I got a copy of the Island Boy Files, the next
Really?
release.
That, that's about right. Harry, go eat
So
chow. Go eat dinner, Harry. Go on, buddy.
I, I covered that in the beginning. Got into that, and I also got into the Super Bowl thing with the lack of security talk leading into it. Whereas years gone by, there's been a ton of talk about it. Talked about that kind of stuff leading up to whenever I was talking about the AI. So you got the quick up to speed where I've been,
The-
what I've been up to.
because I'm a moron. Where is the Super Bowl this year? I don't even know.
California
Is it?
49ers, where they play.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't know that. I
Um,
had to have it looked up.
yeah. No, I didn't know because if old guy hustles in here, he was jumping my shit because I was in his live this morning. So apparently someone asked me. I didn't even know until I was at the store yesterday that the Super Bowl was this weekend. I honestly thought it was like next weekend or something. And and someone asked me like, "Who are you going for?" And I was like, and they had to tell me the teams, and then I said, "I'll go with the Seahawks just because I used to live there." And old guy hustles like, "You're just like a woman. You're just picking it because you like their uniforms or some shit." It's true. I have no skin in the game. I don't care. Like if you wanted me to pick a team, there you go. I'll go with that. I don't fucking
I
care.
mean, I grew up here in PA where it's Steelers or Eagles, it's Phillies or Pirates, it's Flyers or Penguins. Everything is like either you're one or you're the other. Depends
Yeah.
on which side of the state you lean, wherever you're at. I didn't really want to fall into that, like with family and stuff, because I had family on both sides of the state. So it was always, hey, who's your team? Who's your team? And I was like, I don't really have a team, but if I had to pick, I picked the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I was like, I like the Seahawks when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
I like them and the Steelers. But in years gone by, like since I've gotten away from all the sports ball stuff, like my my kid got me this years ago.
Yeah.
I've had this bottle opener for years. I like it because my kid got it for me. It's cool, Seahawks, whatever. I don't care. It's bottle opener my kid got me. I got no skin in the game this year either. The who do I think is going to win? The team that scores the most points.
There you go. There you go. It may or may not come on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if anyone else in the house wants to watch it. Great. Um, I will probably I will use it as an excuse to make good food tomorrow. Um,
Yeah.
maybe make some pork chops. Maybe do I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. We were talking about making some brisket queso. Tell me that doesn't sound bomb.
I
Yeah.
told her, I was like, I'm in the mood for some freaking quesadilla. I'm in the mood for some quesadillas. I'm gonna have to make my queso sauce and do all that. I was like, let's just eat some taquitos. I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, folks. I snack food in the air fryer. It's a game changer. It is. It's
It
so
truly
good.
is.
It is. I joke around about the hot pocket. Like you put a hot pocket in the air fryer. God damn, that shit's pretty good. It's pretty good. It cooks it evenly. I don't know.
Yeah. I have to agree with Krista. If you use cash at a checkout, it will still track you. Doesn't have to have anything, whatnot. A guy went in, he was wearing glasses and he doesn't wear glasses. He had a beard, he shaved off his beard. Wore a completely different type of clothing what he would normally wear. Went in and he bought something with cash and it already knew who he was.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't like I'm going over to a buddy of mine's place. He does one every year for the Super Bowl and whatnot. And going there to see everybody and hang out and like I'm gonna have a good time. Like we're probably gonna hang out and shoot the breeze the whole time and not even pay attention to the game. Like in years gone by, I've gone to Super Bowl parties and like I'm using like carrots and celery and grapes and like like teaching guys how to do L-shaped ambushes and like all that kind of like I'm doing that kind of stuff. I'm not paying attention to the game.
Yeah.
That I just not into it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Krista's having a feast over there tomorrow. That sounds awesome. Oh, there's Rugged. Good evening. Lark said he made chili dogs in the air fryer.
Heck yeah.
I've never
Good to see
done
you,
that.
Lark.
That sounds good though.
I like chili and I like dogs, but I just can't put them together.
Really? I got you.
Yeah, something about like the bologna-ness of the hot dog with the chili, it just doesn't jive with me. It's
I get it.
probably my acid reflux, but
Yeah. So
it is what it is.
I like to do the all beef hot dogs like from
Mm-hmm.
Costco. And as much as I enjoy doing stuff in the air fryer, that is one that I do in the oven because we're making them for a family of 4. So I'll boil the hot dogs a little bit, and then I'll get the buns all opened up, and I'll put all my fixings in there, and then I just bake it with the chili and the cheese and the onions and the mustard. And it's just a sloppy mess that creates diarrhea the next day. That's it is what it
Right?
is.
Bad dreams saying we eat terrible shit. I don't necessarily eat
We do.
terrible shit. I talk about when I ate terrible shit.
Yeah.
Like I've tried a chili dog in my life. I didn't care for it. I don't eat a whole heck of a lot of that kind of stuff. I'll eat chili. I love chili,
Yeah.
but no, I just can't get with it.
Well, last night I had that chicken, that jerk chicken and cabbage and vegetables. That was amazing. That was nothing but protein and vegetables, and that was damn good. That was damn good. We're
It's
doing.
been a while. Been a while since I had jerk chicken. That's
Uh,
it's so good though.
it is. It is. It just got some leftovers, and I know we're going to make chili at one point this week. We were talking about that. Even though it was back in the 80s today. In fact, I might. Yeah, I'm not a fine specimen at all. I might go kayaking tomorrow. And I say that knowing that you guys are what, like fucking 5 degrees right now or something?
I forget what we're at. Like when I came down here, I saw the weather station, and I'm like, because we have one of those weather station things, and I'm like, I just went past it. But like, I think when I talked to you, we were at like wind chill of like -5 or -7 or
No.
something. We got another like 4 to 6 inches of snow. We just got a weather alert that we're getting another 10 inches of snow. I'm like, I just cleaned out enough. Like it just like got down to the point where you could see the walkway and the driveway was pretty much bare again. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't be so
No.
lucky.
Yeah. I like what Savage is talking about. Pay-per-view with cameras on soldiers' helmets. That's pretty pimp.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not Corso's talking about doing like sausages instead of hot dogs. That sounds amazing. I would, yeah. Or a bratwurst, that'd be damn good. I don't know,
Yeah.
bratwurst and chili. Do you think that'd work?
I don't know.
I mean, I'd try it,
I
but
don't know.
it's brats have a
I
different
love.
taste.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that it jive with chili though.
Yeah, the sausages would for sure. GW, how we doing?
G Dub. Been a minute, man. Good to see you. Yeah, more snow, more snow, more hell no.
Right.
Tired
What's
of
the
this crap,
acronym for
Grandpa.
snow?
Shit, no one wants.
So true.
I'm just tired of it because I'm constantly having to deal with it. Like
Yeah.
at work, shoveling off cross arms and stuff like that, and they're frozen, so you got to bring them in and put them over a drain
Yeah.
so they melt overnight, and like all the fiberglass stuff, and I just got to clean that stuff all off and go outside with forklift to offload freaking flatbeds, and
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it anymore.
Bad Dreams talking about sweet potatoes and chili. And I do
Sweet
like sweet
potatoes and chili.
potatoes. I don't know. I'd try it, but I would not have thought of that combination. You know what I mean?
I know plenty of people that'll put put chili on mashed potatoes,
Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't done it,
but
but
never sweet potatoes. I haven't
yeah,
done it either. I'm a chili purist and a mashed potato purist.
right. Yeah, what's your thought on gravy? Do you do gravy or no?
Nah,
Okay, I wasn't sure.
no,
And yeah, I got to thinking about what's his name? Metalhead
just
put that comment about his fucking video where that communist took that spoonful of mayo like a savage. Just so you know, DJ, I hope that was the one jar that someone fucking jerked off into just for you. I hope. Oh God.
it wasn't a mayo. It was a heyo.
You got a mouthful of someone's face.
As Twin Gen jumps in and he's like, "Heyo." Perfect timing.
Twin Gen, what's up,
Twin
brother?
Gen, my brother, you need one of these. Twin Gen, give you a blue shield. Yeah, I don't know, man. They switched out the wrenches for shields.
Yeah. I don't know why they did it. It is what it is. It's the same.
Yeah, I'm not gonna crap on anyone for anything they like to eat. For condiments, for flavorings, for gravies, not gravies, for sauces, whatever you do, you. That's the way you like it. You like it. We joke around about people drinking seltzers. I joke
Yeah.
around about people drinking seltzers. I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but like, you like what you like. I get it.
Yeah.
Which is razzing. But I just can't get with some of that stuff. I'm just saying, just can't.
Yeah.
Like
I get
corduroy
it.
on a hot day, it's not gonna. No, I'm not wearing corduroy
Yeah.
on a hot day.
Yeah. Nope. The it's one of those. I do think a metalhead did pose some good questions, though. I think it is intriguing and just watching different videos on how folks do that. You know, some people go to the gas stations or the grocery store or the restaurants and pick up little packets of mayo or barbecue sauce or small
Yeah,
little things. But
mustard and whatnot. Yeah,
yeah. But kind of like I told him, and that's not that I have an issue with all condiments or anything, but when I go on I just do seasoning, and
yeah.
my two go-tos are the Montreal, and Montreal steak, and then that War Pig is damn good. I do want to try that Jack Daniels one. Have you had that one that he was talking about, the Jack Daniels steak?
I got to try it a while back, and it was really good. It kind of gives me a jazzier vibe than the Montreal. It's in the
Okay.
same house. I'll put it in the
Okay.
same house as Montreal.
Just a little more pep.
One that I really like, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say more pep. I'd say it's got like, you can tell there's Jack Daniels influence.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of like a bourbon glaze kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like a bourbon infused barbecue or something like that. It kind of gives you that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a dry seasoning. It's not a sauce or anything. One that I love because it doesn't affect my acid and it tastes amazing. It comes out of Indiana, out of Gen X and St. Louis State. It's called chicken dust. Oh my gosh. I don't know what all's in it, but it's like this reddish kind of seasoning, almost looks like Old Bay, but it tastes nothing like Old Bay. Oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. I've never had a chicken seasoning quite as flavorful as that.
That's awesome.
Beautiful seasoning. So if anybody can get their hands on chicken dust, do that. do that stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me if you can find that on Amazon. Now you'll probably pay double or triple to get it, like some shit. But
To
um,
the Amazon machine I go.
right. So my question for Metalhead, with that steak seasoning, that Jack Daniel's steak seasoning, why do I have the feeling that that's one of those that's not only good on steak, but if you have like steak and potatoes, that shit's good on potatoes too, right? I have a feeling it's one of those things you can put it on burgers, you can put it on potatoes, you could probably put it on fish. It'd probably be damn good.
Ooh, you can get a chicken dust. It's not the same brand.
Okay.
It looks like it's a K Town crack on Amazon for like $10.
Okay.
And from what I'm reading, it looks to be basically about the same thing as what I get.
Hmm.
But yeah, that stuff is the K Town crack is close to what I get. So anybody looking for anything like that, that'd be
Okay.
it.
The Twin Gen was asking what we're cooking tonight. What are you doing tonight? Anything special tonight
We made
for Sal?
some we made some homemade French bread pizzas.
Oh yeah.
I have a trick for reheating pizza and everybody loves it. If you have pizza that's in the fridge or in the pizza box or whatever, you take and you preheat your oven to 350. It's like chilling in a box on the counter. But it's been in the fridge, go to 375. Put on your cookie sheet, put it into the oven as it preheats. Once it gets to 350 or 375, whichever, fridge 375, 350 counter. Once it hits that and that preheat goes off, that it alerts you that it's preheated to that, pull your food. Perfect.
Okay. Nice.
Perfect.
Good to know. I do have trust issues with condiments. The because there's only I guess I'm not as picky as you, and that's not a dig, but um there's certain I like barbecue sauce, I like mustard, um ketchup. I'm kind of like sometimes I like it, really it's barbecue sauce and mustard are about the only things. And like gravy, if I'm having like chicken strips or something like that, gravy's pretty good
Yeah.
with those or something. Or um, so I don't go too crazy over those condiments. I don't know. Hot sauce. I do like hot sauce. Like I that's. Do you do hot sauce or no?
I make a barbecue chicken that has hot sauce and honey in it.
Okay. Okay.
Um, it has a bunch of other stuff and so on and so forth. But I use like what is it, Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah,
I use that with Stubbs barbecue sauce.
that's a good one.
Do everything up, put everything in, throw a little butter in there. I know you don't do butter, but I cook with it. But put it in there for the fats, and then you seal it up in a thing and put it on your grill and just let it set low and slow. Oh,
Yeah.
you go to pick up that
Yeah.
quarter and it just wants to fall apart. Oh, it's so good. And the flavors
So
there, but it's not all messy and gloopy.
yeah, like if you're using like a tablespoon of butter to cook with, like I can get behind that. I don't despise butter that much, but I don't like I use nominal amounts, and if I can, I substitute like an oil anytime I can. If As long as it doesn't impact the sauce that much, if that makes sense.
Right, right. No, I get it. I get it. Well, like even in some tomato sauces, they use olive oil.
Yeah,
So just the same.
yeah,
I get it. I get it. And it's not so much that like with foods I'm picky, it's more of like the condiments. I just don't do condiments.
yeah.
Not my bag. I'll eat all kinds of different food. I just salt and pepper it.
Right, right.
I used to get a lot of coffee from MREs from trading out my condiments. I always
Really?
had a freaking big ass bag of coffee. Guys would kill for that Tabasco. They would kill for
Yeah.
that mustard, kill for that ketchup, kill for that mayo, and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, well, I'll trade you all of these for your coffee.
Mhm.
Done. and they'll load up their sandwich and be in heaven. They're happy. I'm happy.
Yeah. And both Twin
That's
Gen
all I'm
and
saying.
Corso said the same thing there. Really, if you do a good job seasoning your food, the sauce really isn't necessary. If it's cooked right, like it's one of those, um, and now if you like sauce, if you like A1 or Heinz 57 or something, shit, go put it on there. I don't care, like whatever. But
Yeah.
um, just like ribs, I think if ribs are done right, you don't
Yes.
need sauce if
No.
they're falling off the bone. So
No. And they're good. They're still flavorful. They're not messy. You don't have
yeah,
to worry about getting stuff all over your face.
right.
I mean,
My mustache
over
going
a
up and
shirt.
I look I look like I'm 4 years old. Shit all over my face. Yeah.
Did I get it? No, I
Katrinka's here. Oh my gosh. Good
Katrinka, good to
evening.
see ya.
I
Garlic
drink
salt and butter on my
A1.
steak. No steak needed.
I think A1 on a hamburger is damn good. I like A1 on a hamburger. I don't know what it is.
And I'm different. I do butter on my hamburger.
Okay.
Like a butter finish on a steak. I do a butter finish on my hamburger.
Yeah. Yeah. My
I
my
like it.
my boys like that. No.
They actually make butter-based sauces for steaks and for burgers and stuff like that. And even
Yeah.
chops. I'm like, interesting. Like the wife's upstairs, she's making a few sourdough loaves to take over to the party tomorrow. She's also making like some different butters, like Texas Roadhouse butter. She made one of those. She's doing a garlic herb, and I forget what the third one she was doing. She's up there doing those. She's also making my favorite eclair cake, which is slap your mama good.
Yeah.
She's making that up there tonight. So I'm like, I'm gonna gain 55 pounds from one piece of eclair cake.
Yeah. And Bad Dream's gonna be mad at you for eating all that bread, but it's gonna be delicious. It's okay. It's okay. So
I'm actually
let me,
pretty good with it.
yeah.
I like it. I like it, but I don't go nuts on that. I don't eat a lot of baked goods. My middle daughter, she made homemade cinnamon rolls from scratch, like milled flour, all that,
Yeah.
everything from scratch, homemade. And she used local maple syrup and made a maple glaze for them and stuff. I mean, they were really good. I had one.
Yeah.
Whenever they make cookies, I have one. Whenever they make a pie, I love pie. Pie is my jam. I'm not a cake fan. I love my pies. I'll eat a piece of cake or a cupcake, but pie,
Pie.
near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. I'll have one slice of pie. I
Let
don't
me ask you,
overindulge in any of it.
is cobbler, is it pie or cake?
To me, it's a pie.
I agree. I agree.
It's a pie. It's an inverted pie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah, I
It,
think about that. We just had some peach cobbler the other week. The missus made peach cobbler. It was bomb. Um, I got like one piece. Everyone else devoured it. So
ACR without his
it
beard is scary.
is. I look like Chaz Bono.
Signed a lot of autographs. Like I was
That's
talking
right.
to him the one day, and he's walking through the store, and like everybody's coming up and asking for autographs.
That's right.
It was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you need me to let you
Terrible.
go? I know you're busy.
Yeah.
It's like it sucks. I'm just signing all kinds of autographs with my zebra.
But yeah, my zebra. Yep. Zebra pens, gang. I have
That's
one
part
of
of my
those expensive
EDC.
ass space pens. Yeah. I go to the zebra though.
Yep. Yep. Zebra is part of my EDC. I'll
Yeah.
always carry one. I was like when I got into them, I'm like, which one do I like? Which one don't I like? They're all pretty cool. Like I've used other people's and I didn't pay attention to which one they had. Where there's 3 series, 4 series, 5 series, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, they also make an all metal. I'm like, I like that all metal too.
Yeah.
So I ended up just getting the 301s.
This one is the yeah. The G301, the Gel 301. Yep. Yep. I
I do
prefer
the
the fine tip.
F301.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fine tip. Yeah. That's, yeah.
Like I have some of these Sharpie S gels floating around that I grab occasionally. Um,
Yeah.
they were in when I bought a whole pack of Sharpie. They had like 3 of them in there. Like whatever, they came free. When I have to
Yeah.
do a lot of writing, I'm using these stupid Pilot G2s
They're okay.
because they'll last longer for me ink wise because I can write a lot. So this ink tends to last longer for me than a lot of the other ones. So I
And
stick
now
with those when I'm doing a lot of writing.
the rubberized, it's a little more comfortable on your hand too, writing as
Yeah,
well.
and I got like y'all can see like that big old freaking nub right there from me writing so freaking much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those, but that's why I have to use stuff like that. But my personal pick is that zebra. Love those things.
Yeah. Zebras are the way to go. I think I have. Look at that. What do you know? I got an unopened package just right here, ready to go. That's
And I don't know why, but for some reason I have an entire like big massive freaking Costco pack full of these stupid red Bic pens. Don't know where I got them, where they came from, whatever. I have them here, so I keep freaking using them till they're gone.
the red ink angers people. People don't like red ink. Have you noticed that? Oh my gosh, it because I think it reminds them of school. Like that's one of those like
I mean, you might be onto
making
something there. Yeah.
yeah making all your corrections because y'all fools can't write gooder and talk gooder.
More gooder,
More
more
gooder
gooder,
can't do the
more
punctuation.
gooder.
That's
Oh man. I yeah, I don't know. I use the red when I'm writing different bullet points for specific things for my eye to catch it.
yeah,
Same with blue,
yeah,
same with black. I use them in different ways. But
yeah.
like Katrinka said, she used a fountain pen and lost her callus.
Really?
I I haven't used a fountain pen in a very long time. I've done
Yeah,
calligraphy and all that kind of stuff and used to use fountain pens, but that was pre me having this nub.
yeah.
Maybe it does have
I
something to do
prefer
with it. I don't know.
I prefer not to write to begin with. I'd rather type. I'm fast. I'm really fast at typing. I always have been. What? Let's see. I
I'm
wonder.
not
Was
very
that?
fast at typing, but I can write really nice,
Yeah. Oh
like
God, I
really nice
write like a
penmanship.
doctor.
Like I think you, Lark, and Bad Dream have seen my writing, and
Yeah.
I have really good writing for a dude.
Yeah. No, mine's terrible. I'm still like today. I'm still 75 plus words per minute typing. That's yeah, easily, if not faster.
I'm the retarded penny whistle solo from Titanic when it comes to typing. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
As y'all see when I'm typing in the chats, like fat fingering and like that's me, man. I'm hitting 2 keys at once and I go to hit A and I end up typing this whole entire word. I'm like, how'd that happen?
Yeah. Now on a phone, I'm not that fast, but if I have a regular keyboard and stuff and I'm uninterrupted, I'm pretty quick. If someone's watching me type, it slows me down considerably. It's because they're like, "Oh my god, you're so fast." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm making so many mistakes. Stop fucking staring at me." Jesus Christ.
See, and I started learning how to do the whole typing and everything like that. And then before I got good at it, I ended up having to do more of a technical way of doing things where I'm adjusting things on controls and using a computer and I'm doing like one hand over here doing something and this hand still on the computer on the keyboard and
Yeah.
I'm like back and forth doing stuff and it's like I
Yeah.
got used to that technician typing.
Yeah. I
So,
bet you're probably good at. Are you good at 10 key?
pretty good with it.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife's pretty good at 10 key. Yeah. I'm all right at it, but
I'm pretty good with it. I like when I'm like doing bills for shipping and I'm doing like different stuff navigating the system at work. I'm using a lot
Yeah.
of that kind of thing, and I'm pretty damn good with it. But like I've seen people that are just like you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Got here. What is today? Oh, it looks like Randall's getting ready to do a live here.
Candy Corso.
What
Because
do you
fruity
say?
beer at the end, you'd type 125 minutes, 125 words per minute.
It's possible. It is possible.
So brother Randall is going to be doing a live.
Yeah, which is because he didn't have a premiere tonight. Normally he does something at 7, so it looks like he'll do a live here. But that works. You've been going for about an hour and a half, yeah?
Yeah, just about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a one beer proposition, and I'm down to about here, so it's within striking distance here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come in, speak the piece about the whole Island Boy thing, saying it doesn't matter what side of the aisle, who it is, if you're involved with that or involved with anything like that, don't have to be even named in any of that. If you're somebody on this world in this world that does that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you're sick and you're evil, and you need to be handled by good men
Yeah.
doing bad things to bad people.
Yep.
I would volunteer as tribute to be one of those good guys.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Call me.
That's right.
I can run a trigger way faster than I can type.
Right.
Just
Hi,
saying.
Stell.
Just saying. And that's a mil spec trigger.
Right.
But that's the moral of the story with that.
Yeah.
If it's a mutually assured destruction, why nobody was outing anybody? Mutually
Yeah.
assured destruction because everybody's involved.
Yeah.
They're only releasing it as they are now, just to rub our noses in it.
Yeah. It's
That's
a
all it
slap in the
is.
face. It's a
You
slap in the
can't
face.
touch us. You can't touch us. We what are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. We got away with it. We're getting away with it, and we're going to continue to get away with it
Right.
because nothing's going to be done to us. We're above all of that.
Yeah. There's another place. I guarantee it. There's another place. The same players are still doing horrible shit because you know why? Like you said, no one's been held accountable. They've got another place they're doing it, other names, maybe they've refined some of their practices so that things don't get out as easy.
Change their code and they're putting it out on the Grammys,
Right.
so they're signaling to each other or something. Who knows?
Well, or they're no longer like if you go to that island as a victim, then you don't leave, or whatever camp or place you're doing it. Like you either stay there and participate or you die. No more victims, just
No,
bodies.
there's no more victims. When they're done, that's it.
Yeah.
McDonald's needs more burgers.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh man. Randall, good to see you, brother. We're gonna be kicking this off here
Yeah.
soon, so that way when you're done with Chow, you can do your premiere, you can do your live. All good. This was just a spontaneous, snowed in schizo Saturday rant, and I was fortunate enough to have Andrew jump on with me here, just randomly. I said, "Hey, I'm going to be in the studio doing a live. Feel like jumping in? Cool. If not, whatever. Just let me know." And say his name, and he appeared.
Just like that.
No,
Now,
not Joe Hendry. Andrew.
right. That being said, though, I did just get a message that it is time for me to go have chow as well. So I will let you finish out your live. I'll be listening. My best to all of you. Thank you so much for having me. And we'll catch y'all later.
Good seeing you, brother.
All right.
Good, brother. Catch you on the flip side.
We'll see y'all later.
And he's gone, so we can talk about him again, right? But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's been fun. Did the Wolf King Imperial Stout with coffee and oatmeal, weighing in at 8.2 horsepower. coming to me from Rusty Rail Brewing. Awesome beer here. Awesome beer. I was very thankful Andrew was able to join me for a little bit, seeing how my whole reasoning for coming on here to talk about that stuff was because of what was said in his chat from last night. Um, I think there's a lot of stuff that's going to still come to light. We knew a lot of the stuff that's being talked about, right? But there's still going to be more stuff that comes to light because people like me and you are going to discover things. We're going to connect some dots that weren't being put out there. There's a lot to this, and it's this whole thing is rubbing our noses in it, and it's mutually assured destruction. That's why neither side really wanted to release it. So at this point, they're releasing it in a fashion that is basically gaslighting us and rubbing our noses in it, flat out. Yeah, I know the weather's bad here for me. I know it's got to be bad for Lark up north of me. So, anyway, I'm gonna finish this little guy off and send everybody on their way. Skull, that's a good one. I will have to get those again. They're a great, great brew. Got some new ones for those who joined later. Got some new ones. I'll be throwing out on some lives here and there. Um, I was able to get my original fog monsters, not the doubles, the blue can fog monsters. Um, I don't have one down here. Um, was able to get those, but I ended up having to go with Helltown Brewery out of Export PA down here by Mount Pleasant. Went with them versus uh, Rusty Rail. I got the fog monsters and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is awesome. What else do they have? I couldn't find anything else that I wanted to try that was going to be good. So this one with the Helltown, the 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 hazy pack, and it's good. It's good. I've had one of them before. I'm going to try the other two, see how they are. Waiting for them to get cold. So I'm not sure when I'll be back jumping in here. Not scheduled to be on anybody else's shows. Last Sunday, I was on Zero Hour with Rural, OVP, and Half Ass Ready. A few nights before that, I jumped in with Apocalyptic Awakening. Josh jumped in with him and Hudson and had about 20 minutes. I was on the tail end of his show. Great time with all of those guys. Um, the unfortunate part is I jump on with TMT, but he always sends me the link after I'm like going to bed. I wake up, I'm like, I hear a ding on my phone, and I look at it, I was like, TMT sent me a link, and I'm back out. If it was just earlier, I'd be able to jump on with him more often. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, a great morning, a great evening, whenever you are watching this in the replay crew. Currently recording this live 2726 at roughly 1939 p.m. EST. And Randall, if you're going to be doing your premiere, we will be seeing you in there. And sorry, Lark, I didn't get the opportunity. I literally ate dinner, grabbed a shower real quick, fast in a hurry, brushed my teeth, threw on some clothes, jumped down and did this. So it was like a oh shit kind of thing. Anyway, I hope you guys are all safe, all well. Keep your eyes open, keep your head on the swivel. Stay prepped, stay prayed, stay blessed, stay aware. Um, Randall's Little Adventures right there. Let me see what I can do here. If it'll let me do this, I don't know that I'll be able to do it from my phone. I will try to do this. Try to do this from my Fern, if it'll let me. It should turn it blue for you. There you can find Sir Randall, Brother Randall. He will be doing his video, his premiere later. Make sure to check that out. Make sure you're subbing to all these other guys in the blue wrenches. Got a lot of cool stuff. Got a lot of cool stuff with with all these folks. Such a great blend of people in this guild, and it's truly amazing. Truly amazing. And guys, be safe. Don't get caught up in the sports ball and all the BS. Keep your wits about you. Don't hit it too hard. I'm not. If I'm taking it easy, you should probably be taking it easy too. So, anyway, you guys have a great one. And I'm going to play some of the podcast music to see y'all out. Later, guys. Metal out.